Happy Monday, everyone. What a great way to start the week by just, I'm looking in the chat and I just see it's like all my friends. And it's like, I haven't seen you all weekend. It's good to be back. Good to talk with you. And it's good to start off the week with a passive income opportunity. This is Kyle from Profitable Product, and we'll talk about what he's doing here in a minute. What I need from you guys in the audience, please hit the like button. Okay. Need that. That helps the algorithm. Also, comments help the algorithm. So if you have any thoughts that come into your head, just comment them. Okay, just type them. It's good typing practice. I mean, there's a lot of reasons to do that, and it helps the video reach more people. So appreciate you guys. In the audience, we got Chris. Good to see you. Dane, always good to see you, brother. Mark, Sam, RX Rob, connected by crypto. Good to see all of you. Appreciate it very much. So Kyle, before we get into, we got a lot of stuff to talk about here today. And I never like to go more than an hour because I just can't sit still for that long.
Hey, me neither.
So yes, great. We're on the same page. So we're going to have to get through this quick. So let's start though first. We're assuming some people have never heard of Kyle Anderson. They've never heard of Profitable Product. Let's start with an introduction of you, and then we'll jump into what is this Profitable Product Amazon stuff. But let's start with the introduction of you first.
All right, awesome. So yeah, I'm Kyle Anderson. I've been selling on Amazon for 8 years now, and just seeing the potential that's on Amazon. And yeah, I've done a lot of e-commerce. I've also run a marketing agency, so I've kind of got the marketing sales background as well. But in this last year and a half, I found out about a new Amazon program where you make product review videos instead of selling physical products. And that's the kind of program we've created. And we've talked about before, but that's what we do for our clients. And we also, we'll show other people if they want to do it themselves. We show them how they can do it and make passive income that way.
Awesome. Nope. Great summation. And then can you kind of just walk us through kind of how that process works? So again, I'm very familiar with it. I've been doing it for many months now, but tell us a little bit more about what that program is, where the revenue's coming from, those types of things.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. So on Amazon, if you're shopping and you're looking for, a new keyboard, and you click one of the keyboards on the search results, and you go in, and there's a video on the top after the images. There's typically going to be a video, and then usually the top videos like the brand video that they've created. But then under that, there's what we call the influencer videos, and that's where people have created a review video about their keyboard, right? So they will just show off their keyboard, talk about all the features and the functions, and they're really short. Like it's typically 45 seconds to 2 minutes max, unless it's like a highly technical or more advanced product. But it's a 1 to 2 minute video. So then, say I'm buying that keyboard, I buy it within 24 hours after watching one of those influencer videos. That influencer makes a commission off that product. So depending on the category the product's in, it's typically between 2 and 4% commission rate that you'll earn. So if it's a $30 keyboard, you'll probably earn 2% on the keyboard. So that's, whatever 2% of $30 is, you would earn that commission every time somebody buys after watching your video within 24 hours.
Okay. Yep. Love it. And I can verify, we'll talk more about the results that you're seeing from different customers here in a little bit. But I will say last month, I just hopped on before this call. I was like, oh, how much did I make in November? I usually don't even know. And it was $4,500. And so it's like, wow, that's pretty amazing to have this income stream coming in. That's not, it's not based on an investment. It's not based on crypto. It's not based on the markets going up or down. I mean, things like Black Friday do help because there's a lot more people shopping and things like that. But yeah, just made $4,500 off of that last month. So very cool, and wanting to see how to get more people involved in that. So let's start with this. So we had some NFTs. I know there's some people that are asking about this, so we'll kind of get through this and then talk about what's going on in the future. But we had these NFTs where you guys have a done for you program, and it's a little pricey. So we're also going to talk about a done with you program that's more affordable. So stay tuned for that, guys. But we pooled a bunch of people together with an NFT, and we bought a couple of these done for you programs. Do you want to just kind of give an update on how those are going? I know there's a lot of work that goes into getting the accounts set up and things like that. But do you want to kind of just give some updates on the status of those?
Yeah, so I think we've done 2 batches. I think we did 3 NFTs the first batch, and then another 3 the second batch. So the first batch, we've gotten the accounts in. One of them is having a problem. It was in, and then all of a sudden Amazon, said it wasn't in, and so for the time being, we're just uploading all the videos that would go to the other account to the other 2, just so they're still earning those commissions. Because what we've decided to do is, I think your team is handling, they're just going to bunch that batch together. So whatever we earn between all the accounts for the NFTs, for the first batch of NFTs, they're going to get paid, whatever the equal share is, instead of, oh, this account made, this much, but this one made that much. We'll just pool it together. Seemed like the fairest way to do it. So the first batch is doing pretty good. Last month, it really takes a few months to start growing and scaling things up and getting traction. So I think in October, between the 2 accounts, it made a little over $500 between both of them in commissions. And then this month is well over $3,000 between the 2 accounts. I haven't looked at the final numbers. I was compiling everything this morning, but I haven't gotten to those accounts yet. But I know as of last week, it was above $3,000 between the 2. So it's starting to really ramp up pretty quickly.
Very cool.
So yeah, there was a big amount of growth.
Awesome.
For the second batch, we have so kind of the system we go by is you've got to create a social media page, and we like to use TikTok because it's been the easiest, and it's kind of got the lowest threshold to get approved for the influencer program. So we create a TikTok account for our done for you clients. We build up the following. Typically, only need 100 plus followers. As long as you have good engagement, you can actually get in with that few amount of followers. So once we build it up to that point, then we apply for the program. And then once you're in the program, you're not like in all the way yet. You actually have to wait, or you have to upload your first 3 product review videos. So that's what our team does as well, is we make the first 3 videos. We have everything ready to go. So once we get into the program, then we upload the first 3 videos. And then we have to wait for Amazon's manual review team to tell us if we're approved for on-site commissions or not. And what on-site commissions is just means your video is going to show up on Amazon's website, right? So the video will actually show up and you can earn commissions. So that's like the main point and the whole purpose behind the program. So that's the key. So for the second batch, we've kind of got stuck in the waiting period because it happened last fall too. I thought they were on top of it this year, but it's really slowed down again, where Amazon's review team, instead of taking like 3 business days, it's more like taking a month to a month and a half for them to manually review each time. So I don't know if it's just the holidays or what slows it down. So basically the second batch, those 3 accounts are still waiting for Amazon to get on-site approved. As soon as they're on-site approved, we have a whole bunch of videos we're going to upload each to whichever accounts get approved, and then we'll just do the same thing we're doing for batch 1 with batch 2, where we'll just pool the funds, the commissions together and make the payouts from there. But just so everybody's aware, Amazon pays out 60 days after the end of the month. So November payments won't be paid out until the end of January.
Okay. So our payment for when do you think we can give out our first payment to NFT holders? I was going to try to find a more clever way to word that question, but that's what it was.
So, the October payment for the first batch will hit the end of December. So they should see a payment end of December. Once it hits the account you guys are managing, then you can send them out to the NFTs from there. So they should be seeing the initial payments end of this month. The
Okay.
second batch will probably be a few months behind as hopefully we get in soon and then we'll ramp things up as quick as we can. But I don't know, something about this time of year, either they slow down and they don't want to let as many people in, or it just gets so busy with people applying that just takes that much longer to get approved. I don't know what the real reason is.
Gotcha. Yeah, just the wheels spinning over there. So okay.
Yeah.
So what we'll do is we probably won't do this first airdrop out because it would just be a couple dollars per
Sure.
NFT, and so it's probably not worth the gas fees. We'll probably wait till the end of next month, and then I'm just going to airdrop it out. Some of you are asking, I don't want to build a DApp for this or anything, like, because it sounds kind of fun. I love building things, but what happens is I build a DApp, then it has bugs. Then I start getting contact about all these bugs on the DApp, and then it's like, hey, I didn't mean for this to become like a full-time job. I just wanted an easy way for you to see what's going on. So what we'll probably do is when that second payment comes in, we have, whether you're getting 20, 30, 40 bucks per NFT, I'll just do a big airdrop to all the NFT holders. So whatever wallet that NFT's in, I'll probably do USDC on Polygon because that's what we minted on. I'm just going to try to keep it simple. I don't want you guys to have to do anything. So you'll just one day, and I'll send out an email to the email list. If you're not part of the email list, by the way, I would recommend that you go join that. I'll leave a link to that. This is also where I'll announce when there's a new batch available, because the plan is we want to get these rolling, and then we do probably want to create new batches in the future, but I just don't want to we're 12 batches in and still waiting for batch 1 to pay out. So I want to start getting some payments flowing. But go to this website. I just left the link, and you can just enter your email here, and then I'll be emailing out updates. So when the first airdrop goes out, I'll let you guys know there for sure. And then when the next batch is out, I'll let you know there as well. So awesome. Thank you for that update. If anyone has any other questions about that in particular, we got some good questions coming about the program itself. So I do want to talk about that for a little bit. But let's talk about the Done For You program first. Okay. So that's what I'm a part of. And do you just want to talk a little bit about how this works, the earnings, those types of things? Just give us some details about the Done For You program.
Yeah. Let me just put this. Let me share my screen. All right. Is that showing up now? Oh, there we go. I see it.
Yes. Gotcha.
Okay. So so the Done For You, I've kind of introduced how it works, but basically every last piece is done for you. When it's time to create your influencer account, we actually do jump on a Zoom and walk you through it, just so you get a feel for the back end, where to find stuff, what to click, how you would actually upload a video, just so you see the process, we're legit, you know how everything works. But then I also just wanted to go over some client results so far. So I'd love to share the exact screenshots, and James was like ready to show his numbers, and I was like, actually, if Amazon finds out and they see us sharing these, they'll shut things down. So we actually can't share the screenshots.
Yes, but I am looking at it right now. It's $4,528 is what I made.
Yeah, and
I just can't show it. I have it ready to go on my screen, but I can't show it. But that is what I made.
Yeah. So that was November. So it was a good month. And we're also off to a strong start for December as well. But total up through November, your accounts earned 19,000, almost 500. So probably within the next month or two, it's going to have full ROI of the initial investment. So that's awesome to see within like 10, 11 months of getting started.
Yeah.
And then it's just monthly passive income coming in after that as well. So it's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yep. Once you get the ROI, then it's house money. It's just a pass. And this is truly once you get it set up on our end as a customer, this is truly passive income. It's just sitting there and money comes in your bank. Once in a while, you might have something. I don't think you've really had anything for me to do since we set it up. No. It's passive. It is done for you.
Yeah, we send you a monthly performance report, and that's about it. If you have questions, you can text us or email us. But yeah, we make it as hands-free and simple as possible. So it works pretty good.
Awesome. Love that.
But yeah, there's just a handful of other accounts that one's made 23,000, another 17, 15, 14. 25, 21, 31. So some of these I've actually reinvested some that some of their earnings, and they wanted to continue to scale up past, once they passed their ROI. So we're continuing to scale up accounts and add more videos and to continue to grow their account even further. So yeah, those are just the results for, a handful of clients. We have quite a few more, but this is just a handful that have basically started around the time you started, maybe a few months later. But they're all, about in the same spot and looking pretty good. And, within the next few months, they're all going to hit their ROI and they can decide if they want to reinvest and continue to grow or just take that monthly profit and, just enjoy the passive income that way.
Yep, absolutely. So we got some good questions. So first off, I'm going to leave a link if you want to. If you're interested, if you're like, hey, I want the done for you option, this is the most expensive option, but it's the least amount of work. So there's, all sorts of levels of work and different money, but just schedule a call. Okay. And I love that Kyle does this. He doesn't just automatically ask you, hey, give me the money right now, but he sets up a call because want to get all your questions answered. Honestly, he doesn't want to do this if it's not a right fit for what you're looking to do.
Yeah.
So I'm going to encourage you, if you have any interest in the done for you, there's 8 spots left for the rest of the year. And this is the link. I'll leave this in the link down below, and just schedule a call with Kyle. He's a nice guy. Even if you're not interested, just schedule a call to say hi, but don't do that. Don't waste his time. But if you're interested in this done for you program, schedule a call, get your questions answered. That would be awesome. And let me get a couple of these questions here that have to do with the done for you program. And then we'll talk about the done with you program, because that's going to be more work on your end, but it's going to be a lot cheaper for you. So if you're like, oh, I can't afford the done for you option, then the done with you option, and there's actually a big deal that Kyle's going to do for our group for this. So we'll talk about that in a minute, but let's get a few questions here. Let's see. If someone, okay, this is actually more the done with you program, but if someone would like to get started posting product videos on Amazon, do they have to go out and purchase all the product they want to make reviews about first?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we recommend using what you already own in your own home. And then if you have family close or you have friends, use your stuff, their stuff, anything you can round up that's already bought and free. Like, we want you to start with as low a budget as possible, start making some earnings, and then expand from there. So once you've kind of, gone through everything in your house that makes sense, because you don't want to review every last thing, because some things just don't sell anymore. Some things were cool 5 years ago and now nobody cares about them, right? So we show you, how to find the right products, how not to waste your time making a ton of videos that aren't going to make a ton of money, and just focusing on the best money-making products possible. So once you get past that point, then we show you some free or cheap ways to continue to get products, or we'll show you here, here's how you source products. You buy it brand new on Amazon, and then you make a video, and then you can either sell it back, locally, or you can donate it if you don't want to deal with the hassle of selling stuff and take the tax right off that way. But yeah, start off with what you already own, and then from there you build more and more. And more of the program, we're actually leaning to showing you other ways to make money off of Amazon, because there's so much potential doing what we call brand deals, where brands will actually pay you. They'll send you the product, and then they'll pay you to make a video, right? And they want a short 30-second video, 1-minute video, and they'll pay really well for making the video for them. So,
okay, yep, absolutely. Do you find that there's a what cost of product does best? Like, do expensive products do the best, or where there's a few sales, or is it better to do, a $2 toothbrush or something that gets 1 million reviews? Or what have you guys found works the best?
Really, it's kind of a combination that we've seen. Like bigger, like more expensive stuff does really well because the commissions are so high, so it doesn't take as many. But if it is a $5 thing that sells, 50,000 a month, and you're making that small commission every time, like it adds up. It adds up too. So it's kind of a balance between the two. because not everybody has the budget to just buy, $200 furniture or $200, electronics. So, but it just depends on your budget and what you're able to do. But we kind of have a balance for our done for you clients where we typically like the $20 to $70 range, but we also do some of the bigger, more expensive stuff too, because it does so well once you're actually up at the top with your video and earning commissions. Sometimes it's $5, $10 a commission, and it just adds up real fast.
Okay, very good. And then do you load the same videos to each account?
Oh, no. So each account has their own product review specialist. As far as the done for you, we make sure we're not, piggybacking on the same videos or the same product. So we're not competing against each other. There's probably been a few times where we messed up, right? In the rush of trying to manage so many accounts, there's going to be a little bit of overlap, but for the most part, we do our best to not be competing against other done for you clients. As far as the done, kind of the do-it-yourself or done with you, we don't control that. So, there's probably some overlap there. But as far as done for you, we don't compete on the same videos.
Gotcha. For the done with you, do you give like a list of suggested products or something like that? Or how do you help with product picking?
Yeah. So we like them to start in the higher commission categories like pet supplies, home and kitchen, patio, lawn and garden, sometimes beauty, especially if it's premium beauty. Somehow there's a difference between beauty and premium beauty, but yes. Premium beauty gets 5% instead of the typical. So the other beauty gets 3%. But either of those is good too. So those are kind of the main 4 or 5 that we haven't focused on to begin with. Like toys and games, this time of year, they do really well, but they only earn a 1.5% commission. So they have to sell so much more to earn the same type of commission compared to 4%, right? So it's just kind of a numbers game. But so along with just kind of letting them see what categories earn what commissions and letting them decide what they want to focus on, we also have built like an in-house sourcing software that we will give access to our done or like a done with you clients. So you get 12 months access to that software when you are ready to go to that product sourcing stage. You're ready to buy stuff. You're looking to kind of hyper focus on the best products to buy and make videos for. We have a software that'll help speed up that process and save a ton of time and headache.
Okay, very good. We got Gravy here. He says, been with Kyle since March, and it has been great. So good, Gravy. Glad you've had a good experience with Kyle. Kyle's a good guy.
Yeah.
Evan G here just started with Kyle. Very exciting. He's a great guy. Look at that. That's what I just said. Evan G, you read my mind. Definitely. How much is the Done For You store? Are there any assurances? What if I don't make my money back?
Good questions. So the cost, it's $30,000 now. Last year the cost was $25,000, but we've bumped it up so we have a little more budget to make more videos. So the cost now is $30,000, and then the assurance is we're going to work on your account until we do reach that ROI. Whether it takes 12 months, like James' account, or it takes 18, 24 months, however long it takes. We're going to work on your account and manage it until we get to that point. And that's our main assurance, because there is so much time, so much resources, so much money put into these accounts. We can't, like do a money back guarantee or anything. But we promise to work on your account until we get there. And we're always exploring other ways to supplement what we can do on Amazon. So we're going to start incorporating a little more of these off Amazon brand deals for the newer, like done for you accounts. For those that aren't quite reaching the goal, we're going to help supplement them with the brand deals we're getting off of Amazon as well.
Okay. Nope. That makes a lot of sense. And then what are the fees after full ROI?
Oh yeah. So the fees are 20% after, so 20% of the commissions per month after you reach your ROI. So it's an 80-20 kind of profit share once we've reached the ROI.
Okay.
So if the account's grown to 5,000 a month, you make 5,000, then our team would take 1,000 and you'd still have 4,000 passive, and we would add more videos and we would continue to manage the account on a month-to-month basis.
Okay, very good. And then let's see, what happens once initial investment is in? So do you want to kind of walk through once somebody sends in the money, what's kind of the roadmap for them getting their first payment?
Yeah, so that's great. So as soon as the payment's received, we send the onboarding info over to our social media team. They create a Gmail account, which will be connected to your TikTok account we create. And then they start posting. We do 5 posts a week, sometimes more if we feel like the account needs a little more boost. But it's typically, 5 posts a week that we do. And it takes about a month. TikTok's changed their algorithm, so it's a lot harder to get the type of impressions and views that we used to. But we're finding that longer videos instead of short are getting a lot more love from TikTok's algorithm. So we're experimenting with that and working on adjusting and we're seeing better results now that we're working on longer form posts there. So then it takes about a month. Like I said, sometimes it can be faster, sometimes it's slower. But we plan on about a month. And then, once the account's ready, we email you or we text you and say, hey, let's set up a time to jump on Zoom and let's apply for the influencer program. So we'll jump on Zoom, we apply. If you get in that first time, then we walk you through creating your account. And then we walk you through downloading the videos and uploading them to Amazon. So we basically have you upload the first 3 videos, and then from then on out, our team manages that part. But we want you to see how it works, get a feel for the system, and then we wait for Amazon. Hopefully, by the time these newer done-for-you accounts that sign up here soon, by the time that their accounts are ready, Amazon will be back to that 3 to 7 business days, review time. Because right now, like I said, it's a month. Sometimes it's closer to 2 months of just waiting for Amazon's approval. And I wish there was an easy way to get a hold of them, but they're really hard to get a hold of them. They're not very responsive, so it's not very fun dealing with Amazon support.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think for these new accounts, by the time we get everything up and ready, it should move through pretty quickly as far as the review process goes.
Okay, very good. All right, a couple more questions on this, and then I do want to talk. We should have started with the Done With You program, honestly, because I'm excited about that as well. But a couple more questions. How many of your accounts have hit the ROI? That's a good question.
Yeah, so I mean, they're all about it at the same point as you. Like, looks like there's probably 2 or 3 that have hit the 25K ROI, but some that have reinvested. Others, at the very beginning, we pitched the 40K for the 10,000 a month account. So some of the accounts are the bigger accounts, but all of them are fairly close to in the next month or 2. Some are a few more months after that, but it's pretty close to 12-month ROI that we're seeing for a lot of our clients that started last year.
Okay.
But yeah, they're all, I think within the next 2 months, we're going to see a whole bunch hit ROI and then, decide how they want to move forward from there.
Okay. And then why the lump sum initial versus a deposit and monthly fee?
It's just easier to manage. Just the billing part is a hassle. And since it is so much of an investment to invest in these products, to pay for the product reviewer to make the reviews, it's just easier to take a lump sum. We do offer monthly, offer a 2-pay or a 3-pay option if people prefer that. But yeah, the lump sums just worked well. And it's been the easiest as far as managing, as far as, accounts receivable goes. It's just been the easiest way to do it.
Yep, absolutely. And a lot of the work is upfront. And so, yeah, it makes sense to me. How many done for you stores did you get, James? I just have the one, and then we have the NFT batches.
Yeah,
That
we
that's
can
all I'm
only
doing.
we can only do one store per address. So instead of like James getting 5 stores, he can just reinvest some of his earnings to continue to scale the account up, right? So he doesn't have to create another store and start over. He can just reinvest and continue to add more videos to his account.
Yep. And Ben wants to know, can I get the product that is used in my video after the video is completed? There's an interesting question.
Can I get the product?
I think so.
Well,
If you guys
so
have the, yeah, go ahead.
so I mean, it's already your product, right? That you're reviewing, so you should still have the product, unless I'm not understanding
I think he
the
means in the
question.
done for you.
Oh, if there's a product that you see we do a video for, and the product review specialist hasn't like said they want it, then yeah, for sure we can ship you the product. I mean, we'll probably have to, you know, just take a little off your budget as far as shipping it over, but it's yeah, it'd be no problem to get you the
Cool.
product.
Cool. Good
Or
question,
if
Ben.
yeah, if you got a list of products you want and you want us to look into, like, hey, I've been looking at these, we can go in and find like which which one of those, makes sense to make a video for, and then we can make the video and then we can ship it to you when we're done.
Okay.
So yeah.
Awesome. Love it. Good question, Ben. Okay, so that's the done for you program. Again, I'll leave a link to that if you guys want to be part of that. If you have capital sitting around and you don't like to work or you're busy, I mean, for me, the done for you is the only option. I could not do the done with you. I don't have time to do that in my schedule. So if you have capital sitting around, if you have capital but not time, done for you program. And I just left
It,
a link for that.
or if you have a tax problem, for this,
Ooh,
end of this year, and you need something to an investment to, make you money next year, but help you with your tax problem this year, this is a great place to put it.
good call. Good call, Kyle. Look at that. Not financial advice, though. We're tax advice.
Yeah,
But
right.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
that's not how I roll for sure.
Right. All right. Well, let's go over to the done with you program. So do you want to kind of just walk us through all let's see, I'll bring this up here. Tell us a little bit about this, how much work it is, how much it costs. Tell us a little bit about the done with you program.
Awesome. Yeah. So done with you is kind of where we walk you through getting started. We show you how to create a TikTok account, how to post things that are going to get you views, that are going to get you engagement, going to get you followers, and get you to the point where you can apply for the program. And then we just kind of walk you through the next steps of once you're approved. Here's how you set up your account. Here's how you upload videos. Here's how you track your commissions. And yeah, and then we give you ideas of once you're out of products that make sense as far as that you already own in your own home. Here's more ideas of what you can do as far as getting products for free or getting products cheap on Facebook Marketplace or any other local classified marketplaces. And also you could do Amazon return pallets. We used to do that, and that worked really well for what we were doing. It was just a lot more hassle than we could handle as far as our done for you system went. Yeah, and then you also get the 12 months access to our software. Plus, we're going to be adding new trainings for how to start earning money off of Amazon while you're actually just getting started, while you're learning how to make the product videos, how long to make the videos, the type of template to use. We provide you all those resources, and then we're going to show you here's how you can get other brand deals off of Amazon. So while you're waiting to have your commissions start rolling in on Amazon, you can already be making money off of Amazon, reaching out to brands that are already interested in sending you free product. So you can earn the money from making the video, but you can also earn money if you don't want to keep the product. You could sell it, or you could give it as a gift. Especially this time of year, if you have a whole bunch of things, you can just give them out as gifts to friends or white elephant gifts. And
there you go.
So there's a lot of ways to make money with it. I know some people off Amazon, someone got a $6,000 brand deal where they're making I think it was a 3-month deal, and they make like 5 pieces of content a month for that brand. So it's like $2,000 for 5 videos a month. That sounds like a pretty good deal to me. So these
Yeah.
brand deals can actually be even more lucrative than the Amazon side of things once you really get your feet under you and you have a little more, of a portfolio to show these interested brands. And yeah, that's just more of what we'll teach within the program going forward. But yeah, and so last year when we started, the price was $4,000. And a bunch of people that joined last year have done well beyond the 4,000. But we can't guarantee any results because it's not us coming in there holding your hand, doing everything for you, right? It's on you. You have to take the accountability and make it what you want it to be. But for your group, we're going to do a deal of $1,000 for the course plus the software. So yeah, anybody that wants to get started with the do it yourself or the done with you program, we'll show you we'll share the link to this web page, and you can actually just order on the site. If you want to chat with us, if you have a few questions, you can also book a call. You can just book a call on the same link as there is for the done for you. If you want to chat with us a little bit before you make the investment. But yeah, you can always book a call, and we can answer any questions you have before you make the order. But if you're ready to go, yeah, it's just $1,000, and we can get started, and we can show you how to make $1,000 in the next 2-3 months, and get your money back, and then be making that every month going forward, just by doing off Amazon stuff on top of all the Amazon earnings you'll be making as well.
I love that. Yeah, this was a pretty good deal at $4,000. I thought, like, we've seen a lot of people have turned. Okay, we made a one-time $4,000 payment, and now we're making $2,000 or $3,000 a month. So it's like, okay, that's a good deal. At $1,000, I was really excited when Kyle brought this up, and actually, it was supposed to be a Cyber Monday deal, and I was like, hey, let's give this a little bit more time. I was kind of busy for Thanksgiving and stuff, and I was like, hey, I know it's not Cyber Monday, but please, can we pretend December 4th is Cyber Monday? Because I think this is a tremendous deal. If you're looking for, again, if you don't have capital but you have time, and you're looking for, hey, I'm looking for a side hustle, or I'm looking for something I can do to make some passive income. I get asked about this probably 30 times a day. So everyone who's been asking me, hey, what are some things I could do to make extra money that doesn't take a lot of capital up front? To me, this is the move right now. Okay. So again, I'll leave a link to this. It's a training course. There's good support, and Kyle's a good guy. Okay. Kyle's not out to hose anybody or anything like that. Like, he's a good guy who works with people, helps them out.
Yeah. And there's been some where, certain situations, it didn't end up working out. We refunded someone their $4,000 just because, just wasn't working out for their life situation. So, and then even for the done for you, if we get started and you all of a sudden become this very nagging client that's bugging us every day of why aren't you doing this? Why didn't you do that? And like, I refunded, a client like that as well. Like, if it's not a good fit, then don't worry, we'll refund your money. But I'm not telling you that so that you try and get the info and try to get take the info for free. Like, I want people who are serious, who want to invest in themselves and make some money, or who have the capital but don't have the time. I'm happy to do it for you. So we're happy to help, and we want to make get you the best results possible. But a lot of it, you just got to take the responsibility. Oh, and something we didn't go over was the time commitment. If you are going to do it yourself, it really depends on how much time you have, right? Like, if you have an hour a day, you can do a couple videos an hour. Once you get the system down, once you get the process right, it's going to feel awkward. It takes some practice to begin with, right? Especially if you're not comfortable in front of a camera. But some people can do it without showing their face. But I recommend, at least while you get started and until you get into the influencer program, I would show your face in the videos, just because it looks more real and authentic. But I know plenty of people who do it without showing their face, if you really are opposed to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you've got 4 hours a day and you have a whole bunch of products, you can get through everything in your house pretty quick. And then we can move on to other stages. You can start landing brand deals. You can start, looking for other ways to, use the money you're making to reinvest in more products and grow your video count as quick as you can. So
Yeah, absolutely. And Kyle, correct me if I'm wrong, but as you upload video, this is the way it seems to me, but again, I'm not in the know. But as you upload videos, even if you're only able to do a couple a day, so it's like, okay, day one, I have 2 videos. I'm probably not going to make very much. But then if you do another 2 on the second day, now you have 4 videos. And it's not like the first 2 go away. Now you have a total of 4 videos. And then if you keep doing that for months, you'll end up with 300, 400, 500 videos that all are kind of like mini income streams where they're each bringing you in, $1.50 or whatever a month, or $2 a month, $3 a month. But it's compounding. So even if you have less time, if you have a ton of time to sink into this right off the bat, you can get results pretty quickly. But even if it's like, okay, I only have like you said, an hour a day, or maybe less, maybe I can do 1 video a day, maybe I can do 2 a week or something. You can still see success. It just might take a bit longer for that to work for you. So
and if you're doing some of the brand deals off of Amazon, you can see your earnings come in a lot quicker too, right? So you'll be able to build up your cash flow that much faster. So it kind of helps put fuel on the fire as far as your earning potential. But it's up to you and how much time you have. But yeah, I know there was one video last month. So Amazon did a second, what was it, Prime Day in October.
Right.
And one of our clients, we had made a review for a Dyson vacuum. And that video got pushed to the very top right before Prime Day. Last month, that client earned over $2,000 just from the Dyson vacuum. Because it was a $600 vacuum and it earns 4%. So 4% of $600, and they sold over 100 of those. So by the end of the month, they earned over $2,000 just on that one product. So sometimes it'll just line up right where you get to the top of these competitive products that make a ton of money, and you just rake it in real quick. So it's exciting to see, but it's not like you can expect that for every product video you do.
Right.
But
well, and like you were talking about before too, we had a couple times where Amazon would just have these special promotions where, oh, hey, we're going to do this promotion, and that would make a few extra $1,000 that we weren't really planning on. So those pop up, and you'll keep your community up to date on those. Like, hey guys, there's like you said, beauty specialty or whatever. I don't know what that even means, but that they're doing a big bonus if you make videos in that, and then you'll have some products that people can do in that category. And
that was actually a huge one back in September. They wanted this or that videos. So you basically compare this vacuum to that vacuum. And they would take up to 500 videos of that, and they'll pay you $25 per video. So if you max it out, you can make up to $12,500.
Ooh, there you go.
And so there's some big incentives. So I think most of our accounts, we were able to get 250 videos uploaded. It was a ton of work, to be honest, but lots of our clients earned $5,000 to $6,000 of, just this one-time incentive that Amazon does. And every couple months, they seem to let out another incentive. So there's just kind of bonus cash here and there, but it takes some effort to fully maximize it. But I know your account earned 25, like close to 2,500, back in April or whatever it was from that one promotion we did. So there's lots of cool stuff that we can do with it for sure.
All right. Let me know what questions you guys have for Kyle about either the Done For You or the Done With You program. I will say I do want to caveat a little bit that the risk in this is that it's Amazon's program. Okay. So like, we don't know what Amazon's going to do. We don't know when they are going to change things. This is kind of similar if you've ever run a FBA Amazon store. It's like, okay, it's working great. Then Amazon, sometimes they make changes that make it better, which we've seen that a few times in this. This is a newer program. So I think most changes will be improvements, not like taking away benefits. They're trying to encourage people right now to get in. So it's a kind of a good time to get in. But again, we don't know. Amazon maybe 7 months down the road, Amazon says, we're going to drop everyone's commission by half. I mean, we just don't know what's going to happen. So just keep that in mind. This is not like a surefire way. I just always want to say that. Don't take your grandmother's Social Security money and put it into this. I just want to caveat that. But what questions do you guys have? What are some hesitations, maybe, if you guys have, hey, we don't want to do it because of this? We'd love to address some of those things. Can the brand-specific deals be implemented by an existing product review specialist assigned to the account on the Done For You?
Yeah, great. Good question. So that is something we're looking to incorporate with our current Done For You clients as well. It's not just for the new ones, but it's going to benefit the old ones. The OGs like James. It's going to benefit their accounts as well, because our goal is basically to become they call it UGC, which is user generated content. These are the types of videos that we make. So we're just basically going to become a big UGC agency where brands are going to reach out to us. We're going to make these, big deals, and we're going to, spread the wealth to all of our Done For You clients going forward.
Okay, love that. Let's see. How many products are you adding to the accounts? I think he means for the Done For You, obviously.
Yeah, good question. So it really depends on how much a product reviewer can do per week, but we typically add about 10, 20 a week, sometimes more. Around the holidays, we did a big push to really get a lot in before the holiday rush. So some weeks it was up to 40 videos, sometimes a little more. So anywhere between 10 and 40, depends on the week, depends on how much time the product review specialist has and how much capability they have to make the videos we need. So,
okay. MVP would be a great Christmas gift for family members like grandkids or anyone that loves a hustle. Actually, I hadn't thought of that, but that is a great idea. Yeah, if you have maybe somebody entrepreneurial who's been looking for a side hustle or something, picking the training course up as a gift for them. I think that's a great idea. I'm trying to think. Maybe I should do that for one of my kids.
There you go.
There's some thoughts.
That is a good idea. And kind of what you were going off earlier, where it's Amazon's program, so we can't control anything. That's also a reason why we're doing more of this off Amazon stuff, just so we're more in control of how much we earn. And if Amazon makes big changes that are negative, we can offset that with all these brand deals you're going to be making off of Amazon. So we're finding there's just as much money or more off of Amazon to make videos. It's actually can be less work because you have to make less videos to make the same amount of income on Amazon. So we're definitely going to put more of our focus on that going into 2024.
Okay, very cool. Yeah, diversification, right? Like if you can kind of start spreading out. And again, guys, Kyle, he knows it's in his best interest for you guys to succeed. Like he knows, hey, this business isn't going to last very long if I have people getting in and then they don't succeed at what we're trying to get them to do. So he's not looking for a quick cash grab. He wants to build this into a business, and the only way to do that is to keep people happy and to make sure they're successful. So just keep that in mind. Does Done With You service walk you through making a TikTok account, an Amazon influencer account to get started?
Yeah, those are some of the first trainings that we do in the Done With You course, in the course that you get. And then if you have specific questions or you need help, just reach out and we can give you more guidance.
Okay, very good. And then, we didn't talk about this. Can anyone in the world do this, or is this US only? And maybe you should specify for Done With You and Done For You both.
So Done For You, it's best if you're in the US or Canada. It's possible outside, especially with now that we're going to be doing more of these off Amazon brand deals, but we found it a little bit trickier to get approved if you're outside the US or Canada. But it's not that it can't be done. So if you are interested and you're outside the US, you could still give us a call and we can see what we can make work for sure.
Yeah.
The do-it-yourself is kind of similar, but Amazon actually is opening up like on-site videos to other marketplaces. So just recently, I think Amazon Canada, now they're showing videos. Amazon UK, I believe, they're starting to show videos. So other marketplaces are starting to open up, and they're a lot less competitive. So if you are in one of these other ones, you actually have the in. I mean, there's a lot less volume too, so there is that, but they are opening up more and more marketplaces as they go along.
Yep. The program's definitely expanding. So that means it must be doing well. It must be getting them more sales. And I mean,
Yeah.
Amazon doesn't do things that loses them money.
Right.
So
Yeah, they wouldn't pay you $25 a video if it didn't make sense for them, for sure, when you're doing the incentives.
yep,
And they
absolutely.
wouldn't let you upload 500 if they didn't want as much content as possible.
Right. Yep.
Because they're trying to compete against TikTok. So it's a big battle between TikTok and Amazon right now.
Yep. Let's see. When you say off Amazon, will the off Amazon component of the account be applied to the off Amazon payment system under the influencer program or something completely separate?
It would have to be completely separate because all the payment would come to us, and we have to come to a number that makes sense, like a 60-40 or 70-30 split, right? But basically, at the end of the month, we'll total it up, and then beginning of the next month, we would send you like a PayPal, or we'd send you money to the account that you specify, as far as the brand deals or the off Amazon stuff goes, because it's not tied to Amazon at all. That's something we would manage, and then end of the month, we would put everything together and get you paid at the beginning of the next month.
Okay. And then so the timeline right now for the first payout for Done For You is about 60 days. Is that correct?
Yeah. So yeah, 60 days from the end of the month. Like for November, if you're in like an NFT batch and they just earned 3,000, you wouldn't see the payment till the end of January. So it's a 60-day. But if you're just getting started today and you still have to create your account and get going, it's probably going to be 90 days at the earliest, but probably closer to 120 days before you probably see your first payout, because everything's got to really get ramped up. You got to get approved. Once you're approved, then you can start uploading more and more videos and ramp up the earnings from there.
Gotcha. Yeah, and Josh and Lauren said they just got approved today in 6 days. So that's pretty good. That's
impressive. Yeah, that's amazing.
That's awesome. Golf Dad says, in Done For You, can you buy products, review them, and return them to Amazon, or does that disqualify you?
We don't recommend it. There are some that we'll return, but for the most part, we'll just sell them, or we have somebody that just buys our stuff in bulk, and then that way we don't have to deal with the hassle, because we tried to sell and make maximum. But it was just taking more time than it was worth, where we could, add more value to the accounts, focusing on other things. But if you're doing it yourself, I mean, you could, but it does put your account at risk. Like once you start returning, beyond their threshold that they're okay with, it's gonna put your Amazon account in jeopardy. So I wouldn't do much of it if I was you. I definitely don't recommend it.
Yeah, you don't want kind of alarm bells going off on your account that, hey, this guy's bought 150 products and returned all of them.
Yeah,
that will probably not work the best.
Yeah, so. They'd shut you down way before that too.
Yeah, absolutely. Gravy says, thank you guys. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Gravy, for watching. Big Kitty, thanks for bringing us this info. Yes, you are welcome. And if you have any further questions, Kyle is very accessible. He's very good. Just schedule a call. Honestly, and he'll answer all your questions. Again, he's not wanting anybody to put across this type of money without talking through everything, working through exactly how it's going to work. So I'm going to end with some calls to action for you guys. First off, hit the like button. Okay, it's free. There's no reason not to do it. I'm not going to say you'd have to be a bad human to not hit the like button right now, but to me, it's kind of like returning your shopping cart. Okay, you might as well do it. It helps me out. Really appreciate it. If you are wanting the Done For You program, I'll just leave all these links again. The Done For You program, you will schedule a call for that one, and you have a conversation, get all your questions answered, and then you'd pay afterwards. The Done With You program is only $1,000 as part of this deal. It was $4,000 last time, so that's a huge discount. I was. Sometimes I'm disappointed with Cyber Monday deals or Black Friday deals. I feel like they used to be better than they are now, but it was like 10% off a pair of shoes I wanted. I'm like, that's not a Black Friday sale. That's just a sale. But this is a Cyber Monday sale. I will tell you that. So I'll leave a link for that. And again, if you have questions about that, it's $1,000. But if you have questions about that and you still want to talk through some stuff, Kyle's more than happy to schedule a call for that as well. If we get 600 people scheduling calls to ask a question about the Done With You program, that we might have to cut that off at some point. But there's that. And then final one, we will probably in the future, I want to get these initial batches up and going of this NFT. But we probably will at some point open new batches of this. So if you want to, if you're like, okay, I don't have enough for the Done For You, even 1,000's kind of pushing it right now. These will be 500 when they come out, but you just go to this link, just put your email address in, and I'll keep you guys up to date. I don't know when that will be. My guess would be it'll be after the new year for sure. But if you're interested in that, you can put in your email there. Oh, good question. How long is the $1,000 offer good for? That's a good question.
Let's just say till the end of the year. Okay. We'll let it go till the end of December.
Okay, thank you, Kyle. Appreciate that.
Yeah. We'll call it, but as far as the Done For You, we've only got like 5 to 7 more spots. I know it says 8 there. I haven't updated it, but I had a few calls last week, so I think we've got 5 to 7, depending on how many from last week end up signing up. So we don't have a ton of spots for those that are interested, and I'd like to get it done in the next 2 weeks because, So if anybody who's interested, get on our calendar in the next 2 weeks so we can discuss the Done For You before all the holiday craziness comes. And we all get too busy. I get it. So if you have time in the next week or two, get on our calendar and we can chat about it.
Okay. And then do you think you'll be opening new Done For You slots in the new year, or when do you think you'll open more of those?
It kind of depends on how it goes this month. I think we'll open up a few, maybe 5 more next month. But at the same time, I don't know. I've been debating how many more Done For You we'll do versus just creating our own big UGC machine that actually has higher earnings and is a lot less work at the same time, right? If I'm being honest, like it makes more sense to create this big UGC agency, also do Done For You stuff for Amazon clients, but I don't know how many more we want when I've found, other things we can do to grow the company without adding a ton more overhead and a bunch more work and a bigger team as far as Done For You goes. So to be honest, I don't know how much longer we're going to offer the Done For You program, but for those that get in, they get the benefit of the Amazon side along with the UGC side. So that's kind of my call to action there if you want to get in on that.
Awesome. All right. Well, hey, that's good info. So I won't go through all the calls to action again. We just did that. But yes, thank you guys. Thank you, audience, for doing this. I really appreciate it. Again, the reason me and Kyle got connected in the first place is because he saw my YouTube channel. And so if you guys didn't watch, if I had 2 subscribers, Kyle would not have found my YouTube channel. So really, these connections that I'm able to make is because of you guys. So please keep watching. Please hit like. Appreciate you guys. If you're watching this and are not subscribed, can you hit subscribe, please? I would appreciate that very much.
Yeah, I actually found you when you had 1,000 followers, so that feels like forever ago now. Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, that was those were the days. You only have 1,000 subscribers, but they all really like you. As you get bigger, okay, now I've got 53,000 or whatever, but I've got kind of a hate group in there too. So I mean, it comes with the territory. So awesome. Well, hey Kyle, I appreciate you and just appreciate your I don't know, you building this and just your entrepreneurial spirit, and you found something and then you're trying to grow it and make it happen. I love that. That's what I want to encourage everyone in my audience to do. So thank you for building this, and I'm sure we'll be in touch. We'll have you on the channel more often.
Okay. Thanks, James.
Awesome. Take care.
Holidays.
Yep. You as well.
Okay.
Bye-bye.